Elements of crime. Elements of crime are described as follows. The first element of crime is the human being. Only human beings are liable for their criminal acts. Animal or plants are not liable under the Penal Code for causing harm to human or each other. A dog beating an 8-year-old boy is not liable for causing simple hurt. Only humans are liable under the Penal Code. Actus non facit reum nisi mens sit rea. The Latin maxim continues the second element of crime. It includes the mental element and the physical element. The mental element is called mens rea. The physical element is called actus reus. Mens rea means guilty mind. Actus reus, guilty act. The literal translation of actus non facit reum nisi means sit rea is that act is not guilty and not liable to be punished unless it was performed with a guilty mind. The act is not guilty unless mind is also guilty. The Penal Code only punishes people who are capable of taking responsibility of their actions. Mens rea. Mens rea means guilty mind. Almost all crimes have some mental element. Examples of mens rea include intent, knowledge, rashness, recklessness, reason to believe, fraudulent, dishonest, corruptly, allowing, omitting, maliciously, deliberately, voluntarily, etc. The expression mens rea is nowhere used in Penal Code. However, essence of mens rea is found through expressions like intent, knowledge, and reason to believe, etc. Actus reus means guilty act. It consists of physical action or are prohibited by law. Examples of actus reus include theft, extortion, murder, cheating, bribery, forgery, hurt, assault, rioting, cruelty, bigamy, etc. Legal obligation to act in a particular way or to abstain from certain conduct. The Penal Code 1860 imposes legal obligation to act in a particular way or abstain from certain conduct. The Penal Code punishes wrongful conduct. It punishes conduct which is harmful, such as murder, or immoral, such as bigamy. The offenders are punished for any violation of penal law. Injury to human being or society at large. Conduct which is harmful to human beings, such as hurt or cruelty to wife, is punished by the penal law. Conduct which is harmful to society at large, such as drug trafficking and dowry, is also punished by special penal laws. Injury to human being is defined in Section 44 of the Penal Code. Injury means injury to mind, body, reputation, or property. Cruelty is an example of injury to mind. Simple hurt is an example of injury to body. Defamation is an example of injury to reputation, and mischief is an example of injury to property. Kinds of mens rea. Intent. Intention means desired, objective, or desire to achieve certain purposes. Humans are able to desire things which they consider are beneficial for them. This human foreseeability and desire is sometimes deleterious for other human beings, for other society at large. The Penal Code deals with bad or guilty intention of human beings. Intention of the Penal Code is reflected by terms such as intentionally, voluntarily, willfully, or deliberately. For example, Section 298 of the Penal Code deals with deliberate intent to own religious sentiments. Transferred intention. A intent to murder X. For achieving this objective, X mixes poison in X's force and places it on X's table. However, Y, feeling usually hungry, raids X's lunch and dies. A is liable for Y's murder even though he did not intend it. This is known as transferred intention and is mentioned in Section 301 of the Penal Code. Knowledge. Knowledge is the awareness of consequence of any act or omission. For instance, a bus driver has knowledge that if he does not keep his eyes on the route while driving, an accident may ensue, even if he does not intend it. Here the bus driver has knowledge but may have no intention to commit an accident. Negligence is of two kinds: advertent negligence and inadvertent negligence. Advertent negligence or rashness or recklessness or willful negligence. Advertent negligence is also known as negligence, where risk is foreseen, yet the risk is undertaken falsely by thinking no bad consequence shall result. This is common in rash driving, wherein the driver in a hurry knows that he is not driving in a proper manner, yet takes the risk thinking no bad consequence will result. If an accident ensues, the driver is liable for advertent negligence or rashness or recklessness. This is likewise known as willful negligence. The main advertent means avoidable. The person knows he can avoid this conduct, being refrained from it, yet he goes along to bear the risk in devil may care attitude. This is known as advertent negligence. Inadvertent negligence means absence of duty to take care and due precaution. A doctor who leaves the scissors inside the patient's wound is liable for simple negligence because he did not have knowledge of them being inside when he sewed the wound. The doctor thus commit inadvertent or simple negligence because he did not have opportunity to prevent it test by due care and caution, which he failed to do. Motive. Motive is not mens rea. Motive prompts a man to form an intention. Motive is not an essential element of crime. Motive, however, is relevant under the Evidence Act. Motive helps in indicating intention, while investigating the police use motive to find out who must have committed the crime or who has the best reason to commit the crime. Motive helps the investigating agencies to narrow down on the accused. Motive is not the same as intention. Motive and intention are quite different from each other, even though they appear to be similar. For example, when one feels hungry, the motive is to satisfy hunger by eating, whereas intention may be to steal bread if one doesn't have money to pay for it. This is difference between motive and intention.